All right, so we're back again, and I have my dad Cappy in the studio today, and we're going to talk a little bit about mining and how he got into crypto via me. My dad does not invest in traditional assets. He's always been like a real estate investor, and keeping a lot of cash and stuff like that. So when you finally did decide to buy Bitcoin, what did you like about it?
I like the ease of it. You just plug and play, put it on, away it goes. You programmed it for me, and you could just sit there and watch the money accumulating as it's mining. The only thing you have to do is pay the electric bill, but guess what? Well worth it.
Well, we mine Ethereum, but you actually bought Bitcoin on Coinbase. You threw in on that.
That is correct.
That was my hardest sell. I've done a lot of sales over the years in different areas, and my hardest sell was this man right here to get him to convince about it. Are you happy with your investment on it?
Yeah, it's old school. People don't want to invest in crypto or Bitcoin and know what it even is, and they don't want to even take the time to do it. You explain it to me, and it sounded good. And you being my son, why not take the advice? But it was the best thing I did.
And
Invest in it.
now I know you send me all the news feeds every day and the different news when you see it, so you're actually following it. Which I think it's fantastic that you're actually once you own some, you feel invested and you want to follow the news and see what's going on with the markets and the different things. I mean, this past year, so much has happened with it, so it's been a really good year. But let's talk a little bit about the mining. So I got into it back in the end of 17. And then we started doing it a little bit together, and then now you have your own little farm. Now, where are you at? What's your hash rate right now?
I think I'm 1.5 gig, so I'm up there. We were at 800 at first with the smaller units that we had, and then we put in 3 big 12 card units, octo miners, and learning the lingo and all that. Put the octo miners in, and again, plug and play. He did the flashing on the flash drive, stuck it in, got it going, put me online. And I just click on my cell phone and see where I'm at from day to day, and they just keep alerting me, telling me they're sending me money, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, you like getting those deposits. So with the mining on Ethereum and the network and the cards, because I know now you've been actually seeing the new equipment come out, buying the stuff, and you've learned a lot how to operate the Hive and stuff like that. To somebody that maybe doesn't mine or likes computers but doesn't really know about it, I mean, from what you just said, the difficulty level, what do you think, from getting started with it?
Well, obviously, if I didn't have you doing it for me to begin with, I might not have done it because of not knowing. But when you do it and someone shows you, it's easy after that. And as far as operating it, it's simple. And it's like anything else. I mean, I grew up where even a little radio, AM/FM radio, came with a 12-page, 15-page booklet on instructions. Today, there's no booklets on anything. And people learn and do it. Laptops, computers, iPad, your phone. You just do it. There's no instructions. And if you got a little bit of a roadblock or a curve, you just Google it or ask Siri, how do I do this? And follow the instructions. So following your instructions was easy, and seeing the results is tremendous.
And when I started doing it, YouTube is a great resource. There's a lot of good resources out there. There's a lot of good, guys out there, channels, and showing you how to do it. I'm in a bunch of the mining because I've been doing it for a while now. So I'm in a lot of the Facebook groups, and I actually enjoy helping people out that are getting started in it and pointing them in the right direction. So let me ask you one more question. Growing up in the 50s and 60s where the economy was then, where, back then it was 5 or 10 cents to buy a can of soda, and now today it's, $1.50. Do you think that crypto is going to be the way to get us out of the potential hyperinflation or, governments printing the money like crazy now because of COVID? What are your thoughts on that?
I believe that the key to some of the older people that don't want to get into crypto or don't understand it, if they understand some of the basics of the fact that it's worldwide and not just countrywide, so therefore it's dealing with everybody, not just any one country or anyone's country regulations or rules, because it's deregulated. Obviously, it's run by computers, not by people, and you're not investing in somebody's business where they can make a wrong business decision, which would cost you. Therefore, it's being worldwide. Guess what? No fees for doing transactions, no exchange rates on the currency, and you want to pay someone, you do it yourself. You don't have to contact a bank, you don't have to do a wire transfer, and I buy stuff worldwide, and from time to time, and much easier. So absolutely, not only is it the way of the future, but even the people that are old school, they're going to wind up in the very near future kicking themselves that they didn't start this back 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Exactly. And then all the yields, like I've been showing you on Celsius and BlockFi where you can get 7, 8, 10, 12% returns. Let's talk a little bit about the staking, because you got some Polkadot and you got some stuff staked. So what would you say to people in the, let's say 50 plus age group that were, back in the 60s, 70s and 80s, bond yields and CDs and things like that? We have all this in crypto now, just people don't know about it.
So the difference is obviously the rate of return. It's everything is regulated when you do a bank account or savings or money market. You happy with 1%? Some people today, some of the people that are my age, want to say it's not worth it. They just keep the money in the bank or checking account because you're not getting the return. But if they knew they could invest it in crypto and then stake it and get 8, 7, 8, 9%, even more at some point, or even do that and then get on some of these other values that they have where they're using your crypto when you lock it in, it's tremendous, but that's not available anywhere else.
Yeah, that's the DeFi stuff, and we've been talking a little bit about doing that stuff. Okay, so to wrap up, what do you say to the baby boomers out there that are skeptical on crypto and think it's all a scam and stuff like that?
It's less of a scam than the stock market because there's no individual person controlling what happens. It's the computers doing it, so nobody's going to step in and make a wrong business decision. Just like GM. Look at GM. Why would you ever think GM would go out? And people lost everything in GM. But listen, it wasn't just GM. When the stock market crashed, people were killing themselves, jumping off. That's fact. That's history. And you want the soup lines and people selling pencils on the street because they lost all their money. Well, it doesn't work that way with this, because no one individual or even group of individuals that have all the money can control it. And as I was talking to someone earlier, I said, where's the insider trading? Where is it?
Oh,
it doesn't exist.
Oh, there's manipulation on Binance.
I understand, but there's no inside trade, so you can't call me on the phone and say this is a guarantee because I own this business and I'm going to make this deal in 1 week, so buy my stock and then sell it because once I make this deal, it's over. You don't get that here. It's everybody doing it. So yeah, you watch the market, you watch the cryptocurrency and who's investing and how much they're putting in, and you see the bigger names that were never investing before are all putting money in, so it can't be all that bad.
Yep, all the big banks and the hedge funds and stuff on that. Listen, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to come on the channel. Thank you very much.
My
We have
pleasure.
to get you back again. See you later.